Alright guys, so I got another comic book haul for you. Basically, I think I'm going to have probably 3 videos this week because I did a lot of shopping over the weekend. And I was out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hit up at Half Price Books. Went to a couple comic shops. So I was on a rampage this week. I think I ended up, there was a bunch of sales going on. So that's where, believe it or not, I spent less than $40 on all these books. And the first books I'm going to show you, I didn't even think I even got to $10. So, but let's get on with the show here. So I think the comic gods are finally shining down on ol'PZ here, because this is nuts. If you saw my last video, it was about the Spawn book that I just picked up off the rack. And then, somebody told me on Instagram, that it was going for a decent price. So I actually found a book that I've been looking for a while. Dead World issue number 1. Lift this up just a tad. There we go. And that's not the surprising thing. Finding this issue for the cheap price that I actually found it for. What's the surprising thing is, let me just open this up here. Make sure I don't get a tape tear on here, then you might see me cry on. But I just won't post it. So yeah, I did what every comic book, so everybody, comic book reader, I started reading it a little bit. But I have a couple of the issues. It was more for the Vince Locke artwork. You can see right there. For the covers. Then I started, I was like, I'm just going to complete the run. And so I was missing issue 1, I'm missing issue 2, and I got like a whole run there. But the cool thing about this is, open it up, and look what we got here. Let's see if we can get that. Vincent Locke signature from 1986. So I was like, at first I thought, oh, maybe it's just part of the page, Then I looked on the... Looked in the back, and you can see it bleeding through a little bit, so you can tell it's actually signed by what is probably those old Sharpies, you know what I mean? Because nothing else is bleeding through or anything like that. Then I went on eBay, of course, to match up the signature and make sure it wasn't some kid just writing it in there or something like that. And I actually found a couple issues of Dead World, and they showed like the first page, just trying to sell their comic, and it didn't have that signature there at all. So I'm 99.9% positive that's his signature. I matched it up with a couple others, so super happy about that. And if you don't know who Vince Locke is, he did the artwork for Dead World, a lot of it. You can just take a quick peek here. Yeah, just sick. Yeah, it's I'm happy to finally have that in my collection, so I can actually start reading a lot of it now. Like I said, I have like issues like 3 through like 12 or 14. Then I got a couple odds, and then so I'm missing probably about 3 or 4 more issues to complete the run. I think it's either a 24 issue run or a 34 issue run. I'm pretty sure it's 24. But, and if you don't have any idea who Vince Locke is, if you've ever heard of the band Cannibal Corpse, he did the artwork for a lot of those albums. So, the last couple albums, I'm not sure if he did the artwork or not. I have to go check it, but I know he did the first, he did a bunch of them, so, yeah. Let me just put this off to the side for right now. I don't want to get any tape on it, so you might just see that there on the side. Next up, as you all know, trying to get my Spawn Greg Capullo run completed. And every time I find a book cheap enough, so I think I paid $2 for this. So it's Spawn issue 71. Just another wicked cover. I thought that was pretty awesome. I'm actually, I'm starting to go through these. I'm buying them. But I made myself a promise. that I'm gonna, whatever issue I get, I'm just reading it. Usually I used to do is wait till I got like a whole huge run. Then, Saturday afternoon or something, like when it's raining or something like that, I'd just, read it, read a whole run. But then, I'm done with that. I'm just gonna start reading it as is. So I've been doing that with Spawn and Savage Dragon. I got a bunch of Savage Dragon stuff. It was a cheaper sale. If you hear something in the background, it's pouring down right now, but never mind that. I got a bunch of Savage Dragon stuff that, odds and ends. So I got probably about like 20 issues of that. I'll show a little bit of that on one of my next videos. But those two books I've been reading, I just been reading them, So I did that with my Batman stuff. I'd like wait till I had like complete runs of like 40 issues, and I'd couple day or two just read it through all of them at the same time. But I'm finding more enjoyment just reading them as I get them, and it just makes it a little bit more fun. It just reminds me of collecting when I was back in the day and stuff like that. I didn't need a whole freaking run to enjoy comics. One or two issues, or should be good enough. And then you can read, and then if you fill in the holes later. These next few books, I found them they were all out of a dollar bin. I think they were a little bit, they were all out of the dollar bin, all these ones here. I just had to double check. First up is House of Mystery, issue 168. Cover's got a little bit of, damage to it, but it's a Silver Age. Anytime I can get Silver Age DC for cheap, I always buy it. Check out one of my previous videos. But I thought this cover was pretty awesome, and I've never read a Silver Age Dow H for Hero comics, so I figured out what the heck. This one right here got a little water stain on the corner. Other than that, he's got some issues on the spine, of course, but it's a pretty decent issue, or pretty decent condition. You can tell like the water stain. Like I said, I'm here, really going all in on a freaking dollar book, but just so you're not, I didn't find Shazam 2 for $1, and it's in perfect condition. It's not, so I'm not trying to play that off or anything like that. But it's the first DC of Mr. Mind first appearance of DC's Mr. Mind. From the Shazam movie, the little, the caterpillar, if that's the easiest way to describe him. Thing about this cover, man, I'm not a fan of the photograph cover with Shazam, but it was made for kids back in the day. But it's like, I think Shazam has like 2 or 3 of those kind of covers. I think one of them was sitting on a chair or something like that. It's just like, that's pretty, I don't know. We'll just leave it at that. I don't know. Next up, gotta quit saying Next up is Detective Comics. Detective Comics is my, what's the word for it? It's just one of those series that I really don't put a whole hell of a lot of effort into, but I'm trying to get a run of 600 to, was it 620? It's either 25 or 26. Yeah, whatever the Dick Sprang covers run ends, that's what I want to leave off with. But as I go along, if I find them dirt cheap, I'll pick up any Detective Comics between issue 300 and, like I said, 625. So I found issue 390. You can tell it's got a lot of love going on here. Yeah, looks like those kids were doing taking their bikes over it, slamming on the brakes on it. But hey, I put it in the bag and the board. It makes it look a little hell of a lot better than it really is. Next up, we got Detective Comics issue 446. Anything with a skeleton on it, man, it goes up in value in my book. Same with Phantoms issue 452. Go through these a little bit quick. Like I said, all these were $1. So Detective Comics issue 458. Sad thing is I don't even know how many issues I even have of Detective Comics. I know I have a short box and a half full, but I know a lot of the later issues I'm going to try to get rid of. Definitely going to keep the Scott Snyder Jock Jock stuff, but the rest of it, I'm just going to probably have to part it out, because this is I have way too many. And I actually sold some books a couple days ago too. I sold my Batman Legends of the Dark Knight run, Legends of the Dark Knight. I don't want to say run, but I had 135 issues of it, and I sold it to a gentleman who was really happy to get them. So that was pretty cool. Again, I think we both made a decent deal. I think it ended up being like 65 cents a book. So I got more than I would have got at a shop, and he got more than if he would have bought them at a shop, or got paid less than if he would have bought them at a shop. So I think we both got a fair deal. And I had a lot of the higher numbers of the Legends of the Dark Knight stuff, which a lot of dollar bins don't have, but whatever. But yeah, I was like super happy. That was the first sale I sold my books since 1990. It's going back, Jesus. 90, I want to say 95. That's the last time I sold a comic book out of my collection. I'm talking cash money in my hand. You take the books out of the box that I have set up at the flea market, and I have money. That's the last time I sold anything. eBay, nothing. I've always I've sold CDs in the past on eBay, but never comics. And that's since 1995. That was the last time I sold. 25 freaking years ago was the last time I sold any comics till 2 weeks ago. It was pretty cool though. I was like, I got rid of some books. What the hell did I do? Like I said, I got rid of 134 books out of my collection. And what the hell do I do? This past weekend, I literally bought like 70 issues. 70 freaking issues, man. My wife was like all happy, that I'm getting rid of some of my stuff, getting rid of some of the books. What do I do? Come back in with 70 more books. Yeah. So I'm in a little bit of I gotta start cracking down. If you saw my videos where I was going through my independent stuff, dudes, I'm telling you, man, it was it was a pretty sight. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people didn't watch that last video. But it was depressing. I'm telling you not to watch that last independent video. The first one's pretty cool. I think I did a decent job, but damn, man, it was rough. I'm going through these books, man, and I'm not pulling any goddamn thing out. Anyways, so yeah, if you want to see me, literally almost in tears, I'll try to leave a link down for that video. Next up, issue 460. And these books aren't in bad condition. I did page counts on them. Everything's there. They're just books they're dollar books that people that want to collect detective comics and stuff like that are probably looking for higher grade stuff, trying to put those runs together. Then there's me. If I get a copy that's, I don't even know what this would be like. To me, it'd probably be like a 3.5 or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to look through it, each page by page, a little bit closer to everything, but comparing, different things and stuff like that. But the back cover is fine. The front cover, pretty decent. So that's all I need for my detective comics. It's, it's my neglected, neglected Batman. At least I'm not doing I'm not giving it the Dark Knight, Legends of the Dark Knight treatment. Get rid of it. All right. Next up, and lastly, sorry to be going on, but get to talk a little bit here. We got Batman's Detective Comics issue 466. The first Signal Man since 15 years beforehand. It must have been a massive write-in campaign to bring him back. I don't know. But yeah, I'm like super happy I found that Dead World. Like I said, I didn't pay that much for it. I can't remember. It's like between $2 or $4. I can't remember what I actually paid for it. It wasn't a dollar book by any means, but I've come across that book in dollar bins before, and I've always passed them up. Found out why, I don't know. Until I started getting the rest of the run, I ended up buying a lot of those Dead Road issues for like 25 cents and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, good. I've seen Dead Road #1 multiple times, and I should be showing that book as I'm talking about it. I've seen I've seen this issue multiple times in dollar boxes, and all of a sudden, since I had like the majority of the run, I couldn't find a freaking issue. and it's got a couple of things in there, stuff, but I don't care, man. I got that autograph in there, and I might actually post this on Instagram and ask, get it confirmed from the man himself, or say, and tag him in that video or something or tag him in that post. All right, guys, enough of this. I'll talk to you next time. Like I said, I'm probably gonna have 2 more videos. I might put them up Wednesday and Friday night. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what a good time for comic book videos to go up or anything. I don't even. If you watch it, you watch it. I don't, But check out my Instagram. I always enjoy all the comments, man. A lot of you guys have been, coming up with some great posts. Except for that dude that keeps asking me, want to be friends, F that guy. No, I don't want to be your goddamn friend. All right, link down below, guys. I'll talk to you next time.